gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys in today's video because they just began OTAs. Now, the media was not allowed to get any videos today, but on the screen right here, I want to start it off with this because, folks, I've never made in my life a Dallas Cowboys YouTube video. We've covered the NFL for like 3 years now, and there is a reason for that. It has nothing to do with Dallas or anything like that. In fact, I've got a uncle who's a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, and I'm a Packers fan, so I had a good childhood growing up with him, being able to egg him on. But on the screen right here, this is a tweet from Nick Harris. Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach, word of the offseason has been culture. And so in this picture here, you just see him dapping up, different various Cowboys players. And so I saw a tweet here, and I can't locate it anymore, but it was somebody saying he's high-fived like over 100 people today. The culture in Dallas right now, I absolutely love it. And I want to give you a fully unbiased opinion on Dallas because all I see every day, it's every day of my life. I'm watching FS1, I'm watching ESPN in the morning, whatever. I always have sports on my TV in the office. Every day, or at least every week, here's why Dallas sucks. Here's why Dakota is not a good QB. Here's why Brian Schottenheimer is going to fail. Here's why Micah Parsons is overrated. Here's why CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens isn't enough for some reason. When I look at the Cowboys offense, specifically the offense, because the defense, I know what the defense is. Everyone has all these concerns with Dak. Okay, George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, CeeDee Lamb, good offensive line. Now you got Tyler Booker. We'll talk about in 1 second. Jake Ferguson's ascending rapidly, even Schoonmaker. Javonte Williams, new addition. Jaden Blue, new addition. 12 wins? I don't know. 12 wins? Why is Dallas regressing? I don't personally see it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Done. So we'll make this one a little bit quicker, but the storyline for me is George Pickens is a member of Dallas. I mean, it's crazy. I wish I still had a console. I'd love to play Madden right now with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. I actually was, this just came into my mind. I was at the gym this past week, literally this past week, and I think it was ESPN. They were ranking. I couldn't hear the audio. I was just looking at, the subtitles where I was doing some cardio. And I saw they were ranking the top 2 duo wide receivers in the NFL. And they were down to like the 3rd duo or whatever. And I think it was maybe Waddle and Hill. And then they went to 2. And it's Jefferson and Addison. And I'm not even thinking about Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I'm thinking assumingly because they were also showing the rest of the list. So I knew who 4 and 5 were, and it wasn't the Cowboys. Number 1 was T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. The Cowboys weren't even on the list of top duos in the National Football League. I'm not saying it's the best duo in the NFL because I do think Jamar Chase and T. Higgins is ridiculous. But Dallas is at that level. I mean, George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, once again, I'm not really understanding the naysayers. Maybe if you do, let me know down below, but let's get to a different clip. This is first round pick. Right guard, Tyler Booker lining up with the ones and blocking for Dakota Prescott in the second OTA today. Now, obviously, Tyler Booker was your first round selection at pick number 12. And, a lot of people said it was overvalued. Why would you take a guard in the top 15? Why would you take a guard at 12? Blah, blah, blah. If there's one thing, if you're a Cowboys fan, you're aware of is ever since Zach Martin's retirement, there's been a huge gaping hole, rightfully so, at that position for Dallas. So, Tyler Booker is one of those guys where I saw a lot of trench scouts saying this is like a top 10 pick. Wouldn't be surprised if Tyler Booker went in the top 10. And then you'll see like some random mock draft on Twitter, just some random one, and Tyler Booker's not even on the screen for the first round. And obviously we're talking pre-draft. So Alabama, always love Alabama guys, earned an 86.5 PFF pass blocking grade last year. He's going to help instantly. So last year, the Cowboys offense ranked 23rd in PFF pass blocking. Tyler Booker should be able to, it might be a little dicey at points. He's not going to be perfect as a rookie, but this is, I know it's day 2 OTAs, but this is going to be your starting right guard. 100% your starting right guard this upcoming season. So I absolutely loved the pick. I don't care about value. This is the starting right guard. Just a picture of Siobhan here, your 3rd round pick. Cornerback out of East Carolina. Just like the Tyler Booker thing, I guess it's a good thing I'm not an NFL scout, because what the hell do I know what I'm talking about? Once again, if you had asked me where this guy is going in the first round, if you made me pick 32 players in the first round, first of all, I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. I might have taken him at, what were we, 22? I don't remember what draft pick we were, but I might have taken him in the first round if I was, my Green Bay Packers GM. Point is, to me, this was a first round quarterback. To me, this is a top 5 cornerback in the entire draft class. And on PFF's big board, he was ranked 44. He was selected 76. So great value pick there for the Cowboys. He's tall, and he's just coming off back-to-back phenomenal seasons. He had coverage grades above 80. He had an 80.5 in 2023, an 84 grade in 2024. I'm telling you, this dude is an absolute stud. I have no idea why he went in the 3rd round. Maybe shine some light if you know why, because I have no clue. Sure tells 1,000 words here. This is just a random screen grab from OTAs today. This is from John Machado here. You see CD number 88, Pickens 13. I saw Steelers Nation is saying he lost all his aura. I think he looks even better in a Cowboys. I think he looks like he's actually destined to be in a Cowboys jersey. I was a little bit upset for the Steelers because this isn't a Steelers video, so I won't even mention it, but I like George Pickens in Pittsburgh, is essentially that summarized. But they say, like I said, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Do you feel the energy? I mean, do you feel it? So, like I said, I'm 100% a casual Cowboys guy, because like I said, I've never made a Cowboys video in my life. But that's actually was for copyright reasons, had nothing to do with Dallas. They just clipped my boy, years ago. His channel almost got deleted, so I just kind of tried to stay away from Dallas content. That was the reason. So we're going to work on that. My point is, I have no idea why Dallas would be bad this upcoming season. To me, last year was injuries. Now, as I've mentioned 38 times in this video, I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, so Mike McCarthy is interesting to me. I liked him a lot, in the Super Bowl here for the Packers, but I don't necessarily love him. I do think he's getting a little bit older. So I do think Brian Schottenheimer is the coach. And once again, all I saw all offseason was why he's not the guy. Why would they pick this dude? His track record, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand any of this. So maybe if you're a Cowboys hater, you can leave me a hate comment and tell me why I'm wrong. But I don't know why on earth this team, outside of injuries, would be bad again next season. So, folks, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed my first ever Cowboys video. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for more. And once media is allowed, we're going to get some clips. So stay tuned for a bunch of Cowboys content all next couple of weeks, especially. Peace.